It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Portland Trailblazers as they go up against the Knicks in New York. For the Knicks, they're sitting at 500 over the last 10 games, kind of treading water. They'd really like to make a splash over the next few games. And Damian Lillard has been in the top tier of point guards ever since he came into the league. You never hear much about him being the best point guard, but he has to be right up there. I mean, he's got to be right up. No, but he's got to be right up there.
Yeah, he's underrated, though. The fans underrate him
The point I'm
all the
trying to
time.
make, Kenny, if you let me finish, he's got to be right up there.
Okay, I thought you said
Is he got to be right up there?
He's up there. I'm just saying that we don't hear about him being the best because he's
not.
He's not. But he is close. He is close. He's in the top.
Kind of reminds me of what I said. He's up there.
He's up there.
How close is he up there?
I mean, he's up there pretty close. He gets overlooked by the media, and but he's as good as any scorer at the point guard position in the league. He's up there.
Thank you for joining us. I hope you found this entertaining.
He's not the best, though.
He's up there.
If you didn't find it entertaining, I hope at least you found it time-consuming. Here's Kevin Harlan.
Live from New York, 2K Sports proudly brings you Knicks basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. We'll be catching up in a bit from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. For the Portland Trailblazers, they come in off a good outing against the Wizards. And that was a serious blowout. Not too many people can claim that they saw that coming.
I mean, they were so impressive offensively. And when you do that, that can really help you on the road.
I think intensity is the key, right, Greg? When you play with energy on the offensive end, good things usually happen.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Hello, Kevin. Well, Blazers head coach Terry Stotts is one of the more respected offensive minds in the game. He said, "I like to give our players freedom to read the defense and make plays. I like philosophically that I don't know who's going to get the shot. That's going to cause a problem for the defense. Keep them guessing, Kevin."
And as always, thanks, DA. That kind of unpredictability helps in some settings, can cause many matchup problems for the D. And a couple of big-time pivots going head-to-head tonight. Doris, looking at the NBA right now, how has that center position evolved on both ends of the floor?
Well, it seems to me that increasingly, unless you're a shot maker from the perimeter, you can't find time on an NBA floor. So certainly they've become more perimeter-oriented. The ability to at least make a mid-range jump shot helps the spacing on the floor. And then obviously on the defensive end, Kevin, the more valuable you are is based on can you switch and pick and roll situations, guard a variety of positions, say 3, 4, 5, and if necessary in an absolute pickle, can you stay with a guard if you've got to switch a pick and roll between a big and a small.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the floor for Portland, the incredible pair of Lillard and McCollum are at the 1 and 2. Aminu and Nurkic up front, and it's Turner in at the 3. On defense, the Trailblazers. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
And just couldn't make the most of their meetings last year. Ended up splitting the season series.
Now here's Hardaway. Shoots over Turner. And Hardaway gets it to go. Hardaway's got the first basket of the game for the Knicks.
Wow, what a crafty player. Gets it done any way he has to.
Here's Turner. And no good, trying to use the glass. Here's New York. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
And it's a tough game to lose. I mean, they actually put up a pretty solid effort, I thought. But when you're battling for a road win, even when you play hard, nothing's guaranteed.
Interesting that they looked confident going in, but as the game wore on, I thought the crowd affected their performance down the stretch.
And that one's good, Lillard.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Well, I love how personal this thing is getting. If you drain a 3 on me, anything you can do, I can do better.
Now here is Jack. He's coming off a 10-point game against Houston.
And even if you took away his points, he was still an offensive force because of his passing. His assist numbers were tremendous.
Lillard outside. The feed to Nurkic. Lays it up and banks it in.
That is really solid low post offense. You cannot waste those chances.
Lee, a screen on McCollum. Jack dishes to Lee. Porzingis against Aminu. Cantor sets the pick for Lee. Just 5 on the clock. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Boy, the offense is really clicking. 4 for 5 from the field to start. Nice.
Aminu with a screen on Jack. No one near Turner as he lets it go. No good on the triple. The Knicks leading by 4. Lee with the ball. Now defended by McCollum. Porzingis kicks to Lee. With the floater, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
That's what you call a wily veteran, right, Kevin? Lee does a good job of baiting the defender into that foul.
And you look at Courtney Lee, a consistent presence at the shooting guard spot. You know, Doris, you know what you're going to get out of him from night to night.
There's real value in understanding you're going to get a tough defender, a guy who can space the floor on the offensive end, and he's not shy about doing the dirty work, Kev. He'll dig in and do the little things that help you win ball games.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, Lee has proven to be a valuable role player throughout his career. The combination of shooting and defense is huge.
And both free throws good for Lee.
In last season, the Knicks raised expectations with some of those big free agent signings and trades in the prior year. And let's face it, things just didn't work out quite how they had planned. Some would say they underachieved. Hard pill to swallow for a fan base that went into the year with so much hope.
Lillard with the bucket.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Screen by Lee. Here's Cantor. And that one goes long. And a big problem for the Knicks and their shortcomings last season was their defense.
Yeah, and listen, they have some shot blocking, but as a whole, the defense lacked teeth. More than anything else, it played a part in the disappointment of last season's campaign, and it's something they'll be focusing on in the coming years. And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Portland shooting their first free throws of the night. No good on the free throw. And for the Blazers, Greg, you could make the case they possess the second best backcourt in the NBA after the Splash Brothers with Lillard and McCollum.
Yeah, certainly offensively. I mean, they're just about unguardable. The questions begin at the other end. And when you factor in defense, I think you could find some debate there as some other groups tend to do a better job on that side of the ball.
Good on the second free throw. And about halfway through the season, some teams at the bottom, Doris, they're struggling. So my question to you is, at what point do you suddenly realize, wow, We are truly in rebuild mode.
Well, this is a fascinating part of the NBA at this point. A lot of discussion about super teams, a lot of discussion amongst general managers that we're playing for second. Is that something we want to do? And I think this is an issue the NBA and the collective bargaining agreement is going to have to address long term. There was no cap smoothing, and therefore there was that great influx of money that contributed to the super teams. Can the collective bargaining agreement between the league and the players in the long run afford us some measure of balance in the NBA? It's important, I think, that each organization believe if they're managed correctly, they have a chance for a championship.
And their offense already in a flow, some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Lillard, the pass to Aminu. McCollum outside. Turner with the screen. Lillard with it. Now Jack defending. And Nurkic, the bucket on the assist by Lillard. Nurkic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And it's almost as if they knew exactly what the D was going to throw at him on that possession.
They set the pick. Cantor dishes to Lee. Over Lillard. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Lee's got 6 points.
Well, you can tell Cantor uses his size to survey the floor, and he's really good at finding the holes in the defense with his passing.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And the foul goes against New York. And one of the most dangerous shooters in the league, Damian Lillard, only needs a sliver of daylight, Greg, to get that baby off.
Yeah, I mean, he'll brush off the comparisons to Steph Curry, but he presents some of the same problems for the defense. Deep range, a quick release, and just one of the nastiest step-back jumpers in the game.
That free throw good from Lillard.
2 seasons ago, you think about the Blazers. They were a young, overachieving team full of great bargain contracts. Well, yeah, they're still young, but they had to shell out some big-time cash to kind of keep that young nucleus together.
Michael Beasley, he's checked in for Hardaway. All free throws good from Lillard. And despite spending big money to keep their young talent all together, last season the Blazers, Greg, narrowly made the playoffs and were swept in the first round.
Yeah, and some of those contracts, they have to be a concern. This team doesn't show progress this season. Still, there's something to be said for that stability. This roster given a chance to grow together and develop that chemistry and continuity. Let's see what the ceiling is.
Here's McCollum, following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Back to Aminu. Just his first attempt. That one rolling around and rims out. The Knicks leading by 7. Jack with it. Lillard picks him up. Takes the 13-footer. Again, the miss by Jack. Portland's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Here's Turner. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And looking back at last season, here's a look at the 3-point and 2-point shot attempt averages for the Knicks.
And they were focused on spreading the floor and getting good looks from three-point range. That was the key to their offense. They put in a lot of work on the perimeter.
And the first one drops.
You know, the Knicks last season, obviously, they underachieved on the court, and it seemed to me it was the distractions off the court that people will remember perhaps more than the losing. A lot of infighting, some incidents that the team just want to move away from.
Catching up on the changes for New York, Joakim Noah's checked in for Cantor. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Porzingis. Baker, he's checked in for Courtney Lee. And it's Ntilikina in for Jarrett Jack. Here's Baker, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Over to the left wing. Ntilikina gets the bucket. Doris, one of the bigger stories last season, as you mentioned, was the melodrama that was going on between Carmelo Anthony and the Knicks front office.
You know, Kev, I thought it was a toxic environment that made it difficult for the entire team to function. Really a relief for Melo to see himself in a new situation.
Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. The Knicks leading by 7. Noah the screen. And it's Beasley in the corner. For 3. Keeps it alive. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Knicks lead by 9.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Napier. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Wizards in Washington. They set the pick. Harkless kicks to Nurkic, and the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That is his first foul of the game. Collins checked in for the Trailblazers. Pat Connaughton comes in for Evan Turner. New York's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Beasley, the pass to O'Quinn. Back to Beasley. New York moving the ball around. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And Joakim Noah, player once known as a regular double-double machine with the Chicago Bulls, but Doris still a force on the defensive end. But the offense just hasn't been easy to come by for him these last few seasons.
No, you're right, Kevin. For Joakim, we know he can still control the glass with his rebounding. He can still block some shots. Offensively, not the same factor. But because of his basketball IQ, he can find ways to contribute.
He misses the free throw.
Yeah, this guy is a fierce competitor. Noah has the same drive to win as his father, the great tennis legend Yannick Noah.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Well, as we all know, Greg, a season to forget last year for Joakim Noah.
Ended up only playing in just over half the games due to a knee injury. Glad to see Noah back out on the floor, and he's looking to kind of put last season behind him and get a fresh start.
And so it's New York with it after Mo Harkless's miss. Noah's shot is off.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
They've got the 5-on-3 advantage. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. And the Knicks lead by 11.
It's early, but they are getting pummeled on the glass.
And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. It was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Doris, what an honor, inducted into your college's Hall of Fame, something not many of us can say. What does that kind of honor do for the confidence for you personally going forward?
You know what, Providence College is a place that means a great deal to me. So what that Hall of Fame induction did was just remind me of all the special memories that I shared with my teammates. I'm close with many of them today. And Kevin, you know this, if you've ever been inside a locker room, it's those moments when you're laughing until your stomach hurts. I'd say we were the Hall of Fame fun team. That's what I'd say.
I think we're on the fun team here on 2K. Got a hand on it. Here's Napier. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. The pass to Collins. Over Noah. Here's Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And really focused on establishing dominance down low. And, guys, it's working.
Oh, no doubt. I think they've controlled the paint. They've used their size and strength to get off any shot they want.
Here's Napier. Davis sets a screen. There's the pick. Here's Harkless, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And there's the call. New York with the foul. And for Mo Harkless, Greg, a one-and-done as we know out of St. John's, then first played in the NBA with Orlando, but he has found a role, it seems, with the Trailblazers.
Yeah, and think of it, the Magic basically gave him away. Felt he wasn't aggressive enough and not a good enough shooter. He's gained confidence here in Portland and parlayed that into a long-term contract.
And he makes the first. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Passes to Baker. Noah the screen. O'Quinn in the post. Davis is on it. Baker, no good. Trailblazers trail by 10. Connaughton kicks to Harkless. Right side Davis. Over O'Quinn, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Davis has got his second basket of the night. Beasley outside. Lets it go from 14. Offensive rebound. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just one so far. Here's Connaughton, and O'Quinn sends it back.
Just such nice timing by O'Quinn on that block.
.110 left to play in the first. Pass to Beasley. Over Harkless. The baseline jumper goes down.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Here's Napier. At the top of the key, Harkless. Out to the right wing. Connaughton. He can't get that one. And New York the other way now. Beasley outside. Tries a three. Baker, no good. Trailblazers trail by 10. Here's Napier. A beautiful reverse layup.
Boy, completely caught his man off guard by going to the reverse. That's one way to make sure the shot doesn't get blocked.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Ntilikina. He's coming off a 10-point game against Houston. Baker passes to Beasley. He dishes it to O'Quinn. 5 on the clock. Here's Baker. Offline with his three. And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Knicks up by 8. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And now a chance to hear from point guard Damian Lillard as he explains his stoic demeanor on the floor.
I was taught to, never let anybody see how you feel. I kind of just embraced it, for my entire life. Just, you wouldn't know if something was going on in my life or not, because as long as I'm taking care of business and doing what I need to be doing, that's all that matters.
I would say we probably shouldn't expect to see Lillard starring in any reality shows about his personal life.
Lillard is a young man who is all about taking care of business.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Hustling on that offensive glass. That's led to a number of second chance points.
I don't think the defense has been very good, and right now they're letting them pounce all over them and get second chance opportunities.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. They've got Collins. Davis is out there with Mo Harkless, and it's Napier in at the 5. Here's Connaughton. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. There's Baker. Got a piece of it. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Here's Harkless. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
They are just killing them on the interior.
New York leading by 8. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, the Portland Trailblazers are developing a great chemistry for a young team. Damian Lillard takes the team to San Diego every September for bonding purposes, and he told me how much we like each other, how much time we spend around each other. That shows you a team that is really together. It is a unit. We have each other's back. Kevin?
And it's critical to establish camaraderie early on. Thank you, D.A. Sounds like Lillard has this team headed in the right direction. The Trailblazers have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. The first one falls. And Doris, you've spoken in the past about the art form of drawing a foul. Who are some of the best players that you've seen in executing that?
Well, I think the preeminent guy at this point would have to be James Harden, right? And this guy specializes in the and one, the 3-shot opportunities from 3. And listen, that is part of the game, and we do not want to take that aspect away, right? Because and ones have always been a part of the game. What we need to evaluate is at what point does a shot attempt begin versus those guys who are throwing themselves, or in James Harden's case, sometimes grabbing the arm of the defender and creating a foul where none existed before.
He's been very clever in perfecting that, and I give him credit because he has taken what's given and really exploited it.
It might become known if they make a change as the Harden rule, Kevin.
You're right. It probably will be. Here's Hardaway. Good, and Jack gets the assist. Hardaway has got his second basket. Trailblazers trail by 8. Lillard dishes to Collins. And it's McCollum in the corner. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, he went all in there. He embraces the challenge and somehow finishes with the layup.
Now here is Jack. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Hardaway for 3. Here's Cantor. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
One of the best attributes of Enes Kanter is his physicality. This guy does a tremendous job getting himself to the free throw line.
And Greg, with Enes Kanter last season, he had to miss significant time with the broken hand, but his offensive game is something to watch when he's healthy.
He just plays hard. He provides that instant offense off the bench. A great array of post moves to pick from.
First free throw is good.
Well, Enes Kanter continues to prove his worth, guys. An outstanding player on the offensive end.
So for the Trailblazers, Nurkic checked in for Collins. And it's Turner in for Pat Connaughton. Second free throw, no good. Trailblazers trail by 7. Kicks it to Lillard. Over Jack. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And that's now 9 points for Damian Lillard. And Jack kicks to Hardaway. Picked by Lee. Here's the screen. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And Tim Hardaway Jr., the son of a former all-star point guard. Junior, not maybe the same ball handler his father was, but he can sure fill it up. And I really feel like he's established his niche in the NBA.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
That free throw, no good. And Hardaway Jr., a 6'6" shooting guard out of Michigan. Talk about his game a little bit for us, Greg. Analyze where he is.
Above average in terms of his athletic ability, improving defensively, and right now he's playing off the ball, whether spotting up or filling the lane. I think this guy's got a chance to be special. He's passionate, and boy, does he compete.
You know, I think if you look back at what has caused the Knicks' shortcomings the last few seasons, it's got to be on the defensive end, right? You can't protect the rim except for Kristaps Porzingis. Near the bottom in defensive efficiency, all not good.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
There's a screen by Cantor. The wide open look here for Porzingis. And the rebound by Nurkic.
Boy, with that much space around him, maybe he's better off attacking the basket than settling for the jumper.
And for the Knicks, it certainly passes the eye test to say their problems come on the defensive end.
Oh, I mean, there's no doubt. It's a problem they know they need to address, and they've tried to bring in defenders because it's been such a weakness. It has to be a total culture shift, though, to me as well, Kev. Defense has got to be a priority for the organization.
The 3 from Porzingis. And the Knicks miss again.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
McCollum passes to Aminu. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Aminu's got his first 3 points of the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Jack dishes to Cantor. New York moving it around. Jack up on top. Covered by Lillard. Jack's shot is good.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
The Trailblazers on offense. They're on a 16-6 run. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. The 3. That shot off. So New York will take it the other way. They'll be playing host to Miami for their next game. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Hardaway passes to Porzingis. The dish to Jack. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
And let's look at some numbers for Jack. He's really stood out for them over the past month. First in free throw percentage. And he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And it's nice when you have the NBA's best free throw shooter just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been completely automatic this season. Now, here's Aminu. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Kicks it out to McCollum. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Oh, that was a great effort defensively. Get a hand up in the face of the shooter. It's so important.
Dishes it to Lee. Porzingis with a screen on McCollum. High arcing shot. Shot from the top of the key. Here's Cantor. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Cantor's got 5.
I love that Cantor will pursue rebounds out of his area. This guy's such a powerful player who's willing to exert his will.
Now here's McCollum. 23 points for him the last game against Washington. And Lillard gets it to go. 11 points in the game.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Jack against Lillard. And Jack kicks to Lee. To the wing right side. Here's Cantor. Buried from 15 feet out. Cantor's got 5 points in the quarter.
You must crowd Cantor when he is in the mid-range. He is a knockdown shooter.
Now here's Lillard. He's coming off a 31-point game against Washington.
And his passing was simply amazing. A lot of fun to watch.
The 3 from McCollum. Again, McCollum missing.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Porzingis bounces high off the rim and drops. And now a 4-point Knicks lead.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
They set the screen. 3-pointer Lillard. And it's Lillard again missing.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
Well, you know, that's okay, I think. Even though they miss, they still have to be happy with the shot selection.
Now here's Lee. 14 points from him the last game against Houston.
And a lot of those points came at the free throw line, really because of his aggression. He was playing the game with force, always catching his man on his heels.
Here's Lillard. The Knicks making the shot. Feeds it to Nurkic, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game. And so New York calls timeout. They're first. Doris, some players, no matter how hard they try, can't make free throws in games. You spent a lot of your playing time at the line, playing guard for Providence. Why do you think this mental block is there for some players?
It's amazing the power of the mind relative to sports performance, right, Kevin?
Yes.
Because I do believe very often this can be much more about the mental than the physical side of it. Think back to Shaquille O'Neal, Dwight Howard, guys who are physically massive, and they say the size of their hand impacts their ability to shoot it. But to me, there is no question about it that sometimes it's just you're afraid. It's like the yips in golf. You just can't figure it out. And it becomes a scary place to be, standing alone on the free throw line.
Good comparison. Now here's McCollum. Michael Beasley missing his last shot. Pass to Turner. Outside, Davis. Turner with the screen. Davis dishes to McCollum. Got a piece of it. And there's the foul. It'll go on Ed Davis. That's foul number 2 for him. The Knicks leading by 4. Beasley outside. Makes it off the glass. Beasley's got 6.
I tell you, Ntilikina has his head on a swivel, always looking to find the open teammate.
Turner passes to Harkless. Another shot. Crafty move. And the layup is up and in. Harkless has got his second bucket of the night.
He doesn't let that possession go to waste, Kev. He's going to feed on those second chance opportunities. Boy, that's pretty work.
Here's Beasley. That's good, and that evens things out. 50-50. 4 of 8 shooting this game.
There he is, showing off his low post skills. Go to work, young man.
On the wing, Turner. A 17-point game for him in the win against Washington. Good, nice play there from Napier.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And here's Beasley. Last game we saw him score 13. Up again, and the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
And that's just all about positioning. He gets boxed out, can't fight around it, and gets the over-the-back call.
Well, so many foul calls, 50-50. Not that one. He barged right into him.
McCollum kicks to Napier. Back to McCollum. Turner with the screen. The feed to Harkless. Here's Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Yeah, with the score this tight, someone has to come over and take the charge, or at least contest the shot.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and the dunk caps it off.
Yeah, run your offense with that kind of precision. Not much anyone can do to stop it.
Here's Baker. The second effort. Oh, Quinn can't hit. Trailblazers trail by 6. Napier dishes to Turner. They set the pick. Harkless kicks to McCollum. Noah against Davis. From beyond the arc. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Taking a look at Golden State. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And checking out Portland, 6 games out.
And for the Trailblazers, they've looked very solid here to start the season. What's surprised me the most is just how much confidence this group is playing with.
They really do look like they came into the season with the belief that they belong in the conversation among the best teams in the league.
Here's Napier. It's in. That's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
Oh, my goodness. That is how to attack the rim. Don't give the defense time to react. That's beautiful.
Noah the screen. Baker kicks it to Noah. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, listen, Kevin, Joakim Noah has been around the block. The guy knows how to draw contact.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight.
Shooting 2.
And that one misses. And he's good on the 2nd. Trailblazers trail by 5. Here's Napier. He has 6. Harkless kicks to Davis. Over O'Quinn. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, the defense trying to get out on him, but he's left with the open shot. He's got to make that one.
Beasley with a clean look. Hits the 3-point bomb. Beasley's got 7 points here in this quarter.
I think you could see early on that he was really with a rhythm and flow tonight, and now he's really starting to take off.
Here's Connaughton, and that's not going to go. And so it's the New York Knicks in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Back to the action after this word.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here. Got Shaq, got Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you back to the halftime show on 2K Sports. New York holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They have a solid 8-point lead. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
Well, they've been playing with some toughness, and it's led to a nice lead for them, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding numbers. And now they need to stay mean, Ernie. You cannot lose that edge in the second half.
And Kenny, what did you see from Portland?
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. But they also looked scattered out there, and I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better into a better rhythm in the second half and avoid relying so heavily on the three-point shot.
That's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to get underway.
Welcome back to New York City with all its buses and cars, cabs, people, all the hustle and bustle. This is truly the city that never sleeps. And the third quarter about ready to get underway. You look at Michael Beasley, he's really been playing well.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him, a scoring machine here in that first half.
And it's mattered not, Greg, whether he's been spotting up or creating for himself. He was unstoppable, and you hope it carries over to the second.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. Here's Jack. We've got Hardaway. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Jarrett Jack, and it's Lee in at the two-guard spot. That's the 5 for New York right now.
You know, at 7'3", yes, he can dunk, but with that athleticism and his sense for the dramatic and his flair, look out, folks. He can be special.
Outside Turner. It's tipped, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis.
And looking now at the numbers for Lillard, this past month he's really set himself apart. 10th in scoring and tremendous confidence and consistency at the foul line. He ranks among the top 15 in free throw percentage.
And you noted it. His points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to. Now Jack. He feeds it to Hardaway. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Aminu grabs the miss.
Not the kind of strong finish it should have been. Something threw him off.
And Al-Farouq Aminu, the 8th overall pick back in 2010. He's found his niche as a defensive-minded, small ball power forward.
And Kevin, think about that 7'3" wingspan, which will help him defend against bigger, stronger players. And his skill game, though, still looking for some consistency in the offense.
There's a screen by Cantor. Jack passes to Porzingis. The offensive rebound. It's tipped. McCollum with the ball. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. It'll go, and the New York lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Lillard.
Yeah, you got to enjoy seeing Lillard fire away here. An awesome scorer who can just take over games all by himself.
Lee against McCollum. Here's Cantor. And he uses the glass on the layup. Cantor's got 9.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Now, here's Aminu. Left side, Turner. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. He's got 8. The Knicks leading by 5. Jack dishes to Lee. Back to Jack. Screen by Porzingis. Cantor with a screen on Lillard. And Jack kicks to Porzingis. Pulls it from the elbow. Cantor's shot is off.
I'll tell you, he's not going to get in his coach's good graces if he's missing wide open looks like that.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Fellas, Al-Farouq Aminu has established himself as a great defensive player, and he wants that recognition. He said, my goal every year is to be Defensive Player of the Year. I want to guard 1 through 4 and even 5 sometimes. I want it to be known that I'm a great defender, and I want the league to recognize that. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Aminu continues to prove his worth on the defensive end. His length and quickness certainly hard to deal with. Well, games so often come down to free throws, and when that's the case, these are the players you want at the line. The best free throw shooting 2 guards in the NBA. 4th, C.J. McCollum.
We've gotten used to seeing a lot of terrific free throw shooters from the 2-guard ranks, but even so, it shouldn't take away from what these players have been able to do up there.
You know, that's a very steady bunch at the line, no doubt about that. In any kind of clutch situation, if it's one of those players shooting the big free throw, you can be sure he's going to come through.
The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Evan Turner.
Well, Jeff Hornacek was chosen to be the head coach of the New York Knicks with the understanding that the triangle offense would be part of the system put in place. Now with the change in the front office, that is no longer the case, guys.
Turner against Hardaway. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Hardaway has got 7 points.
crafty move. He recognizes the size disadvantage, and the mid-range is close enough.
I'll tell you, that's really clever because it's not easy to get that mid-range off over a guy who's got a size advantage. He made it look easy.
So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The Hornacek probably more comfortable with an up-tempo modern style, and Doris will see what he does with this new offensive freedom. The Trailblazers have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Two shots.
The free throw drops for Lillard. The free throw is good from Lillard.
Boy, his free throw shooting has been on the mark tonight. Nothing new there, right?
Lee, a screen on McCollum. Jack passes to Cantor. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
I think that's a case of nerves right there, guys. That was a pretty bad decision.
And here are the Trailblazers. They're on a 13-4 run right now. McCollum right side. Stolen by Cantor. Turner with the steal. Lillard against Jack. Porzingis with the block.
Porzingis so fast off the floor when he challenges a shot. Helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
And that one, good. The Knicks have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. And Jack kicks to Porzingis. Over Aminu. Here's Cantor. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
I'll tell you, Cantor's jump shot is very consistent. The defense has got to respect it, which is why that pump fake becomes effective.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
An 85% mark from the line. There aren't too many players in the league who are going to sport a much better percentage.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line.
That will sting a little bit. Failing to get the lead when the opportunity was there, but he does tie it up.
McCollum dishes to Lillard. Down low, Porzingis with the steal. Lillard the pass to Nurkic. Good on the shot. Nurkic has got the lead up to 2 now for Portland.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Porzingis against Aminu. Porzingis can't hit, but they get it back. Shot by Jack, wide open. They get the rebound. The shot's good from Cantor.
Enes Kanter is a natural-born scorer. Either back to the basket with the jumper or the post move. He's got it all.
And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. Shoots over Cantor. Nurkic can't hit. New York shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. He kicks it to Aminu. Here's McCollum. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, and C.J. McCollum mostly plays at that off-guard spot with the Blazers, but on a lot of teams, you could see him as the lead guard. I mean, 6'3" in height, and his handles are elite.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And C.J. McCollum can step into that point guard role very comfortably.
Yeah, I mean, he keeps it on a string going right or left. A terrific ball handler. Calling him a secondary ball handler is almost not doing him justice.
So New York ends up going with the new group. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Collins checked in for Nurkic. Harkless comes in for Turner. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Damian Lillard.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
The pass to Baker. Beasley the screen. With the teardrop, it's deflected. Here's Connaughton, covered by Beasley, and that one's good from Connaughton. Knicks trail by 4. Here's Ntilikina. He's got 6. Here's O'Quinn. Got it. Good job in the low post.
You know, when you have the size and the body type of Kyle O'Quinn, having a defender right on you doesn't seem to phase you one bit close to the rim.
And Aminu kicks to McCollum. 11 feet away. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Noah's got his 5th rebound in this one. Passes it to O'Quinn. Some nice passing by New York here. Lets it go from 11. It's tipped. Now, here's Aminu. O'Quinn defending.
He definitely got nervous at the rim. I mean, he needs to make sure he finishes strong.
For the Trailblazers, Davis comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And Shabazz Napier subbed in for McCollum. A tight game here in New York. Beasley outside. New York, no good that time either. For Portland, they've gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Harkless with the bucket.
I don't think the pass could be better placed. That's a great assist.
And for the Knicks, they're shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Here's Ntilikina. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Beasley the screen. Pass to Noah. Lets it go from 14. And Harkless pulls it down.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
To the right side. Collins dishes to Napier. Kicks to Davis. Feeds to Napier. The Knicks pull it in.
Boy, that's high-impact defense in the lane. Standing tall to deny the easy bucket.
Pass to Baker. They set the pick. Here's the floater. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Napier. He's got 6. Here's the 3. It doesn't go for him. Knicks trail by 4. Here's Ntilikina. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And Frank Ntilikina out of France, played pro ball in Germany, and a lot of fans in the U.S. might not be as familiar with him, but for NBA execs and scouts, that's their job. Ntilikina has a game worthy of their attention.
And he knocks down the first one. In a draft stocked with point guards, Ntilikina's court vision, Greg, might be the best of them all.
I mean, he's a true pure point guard. At the same time,
a good shooter. The length to defend wings, so that versatility makes him one of the more valuable prospects.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And Ntilikina, he possesses that unselfishness that really allows his guys to play their best basketball. You got to love his approach.
Here's Napier. Over in the corner, Harkless. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. New York trailing. Beasley with it. Guarded now by Harkless. Beasley kicks to Baker. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Napier. He's got 6. It's Davis on the wing. Collins passes it to Connaughton. It's good. Connaughton's got the lead up to 4 now for the Trailblazers. The Knicks shooting a pretty wretched 28% in the third quarter. This offense needs to maybe try some different angles. Here's Beasley. That one wide left.
Boy, terrific defense to impact the shot, not giving him any space at all.
Davis sets a screen. In the corner, Napier with it. And a miss there on the triple.
Boy, what a tough night. And imagine what their lead would be if he were having a better night from the field.
And now Portland on the break for the finish. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Beasley right side. Here's Ntilikina. He's got 8. Clock at 4. Picked by O'Quinn. Ntilikina can't hit. Trailblazers leading by 6.
And this is obviously where you'd like to see a 2-for-1.
Absolutely. You have to execute. No reason why they can't get a couple of chances at scores.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
First one falls for him. Lee's checked in for Baker. And both free throws good for Napier. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Lee dishes to Noah. Lee sets a screen for Noah. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Noah's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
You cannot take Noah for granted in there. A veteran who will make the right play.
They set the pick. Harkless kicks to Collins.
Two shots.
And that one falls for Davis. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for him.
And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Here's Napier. with 2 seconds left. No good. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. We come back right after this. And let's listen to head coach Terry Stotts review the game plan with his guys.
Got to keep tracking down balls, tracking down the rebounds, and looking to play and flow is good.
Moments ago, Coach Terry Stotts happy with the tempo, just wants his team to work hard in those 50-50 balls.
Yeah, and that could start to wear the other team down a little, maybe cause them to lose some of their confidence. Let's see how this plays out.
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play getting started. On the floor for Portland, Davis is out there with Collins. Then there's Mo Harkless, and it's Napier in at the point. Here's Ntilikina. From 13, Collins grabs the miss.
You know, he's working on his inside game, but clearly there's still a little more work to do.
Napier passes to Connaughton. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. They get Courtney Lee.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
And he makes the first. A different look for New York. Porzingis, he's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Michael Beasley. And Jarrett Jack has subbed in for Ntilikina. And he makes both free throws. Knicks trail by 9. And Jack kicks to Porzingis. Noah the screen. Back to Porzingis. A steal. Here's Connaughton. He dishes it to Harkless. In the corner, Napier with it. Offensive rebound. Harkless the pass to Collins. Napier kicks to Collins. Over Noah. Collins, good. And the Trailblazers lead by 11.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Porzingis against Davis. Out to Hardaway. Shot clock at 5. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Trailblazers leading by 11. Napier dishes to Harkless. There's a screen. Now the feed to Napier. The pass to Connaughton. A three-pointer off the mark. And there's the foul. Will go on Shabazz Napier. That's his first foul. And New York making a change here. Cantor's checked in. Portland also making some changes. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Ed Davis. And Lillard subbed in for Napier. The Knicks have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Now here's Lee. Tight defense on him. And Jack, here we go. Nurkic with the block. Lillard the pass to Collins. That one's not going to go. Nice D from Porzingis.
I'll tell you, they've had to look elsewhere for their scoring, and they've gotten it. This guy has had very little impact on the game offensively.
The first one falls.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Al-Farouq Aminu. He's checked in for Collins. Turner comes in for Maurice Harkless. And McCollum subbed in for Pat Connaughton. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Lillard, a screen on Jack. And Turner kicks to Lillard. Screen by Nurkic. Off the screen. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Knicks trail by 9. To the inside. Porzingis. And a great assist by Jack as that one goes in. Jack's got 4 assists now tonight.
Oh, nice play there. Kristaps making his presence felt on the interior.
Nurkic dishes to Lillard. And a wide open look for McCollum. Drains it from beyond the arc. And the Trailblazers lead by 10.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
You can tell they've got their foot on the gas pedal right now. No slowing down. The defense starting to look helpless.
New York calls timeout. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
I think one of the things at the top of the list in this timeout discussion has got to be the amount of room they're giving him to operate. You've got to get more bodies on him to try to disrupt his rhythm.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Jeff Hornacek said to his team. He got on him. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we've put ourselves in this hole, and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
Thank you, David. And Hardaway gets it to go.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Nurkic setting the pick for Lillard. Shot off the screen. They get it back. And Nurkic gets it to go.
He just punishes you on the backboard. I mean, it's pretty deflating for a team trailing big and still giving up second chance opportunities.
You know, I think he senses a team on the ropes, and he's looking to put them away. That killer instinct is shining through once again.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Yeah, and an example of why you want to let the game come to you. The opening presented itself, he converted in a big way.
Jack against Lillard. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Enes Kanter.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good from Lillard. And both free throws good for Damian Lillard. Knicks trail by 10. And here is Jack. Kanter with a screen on Lillard. And Jack kicks to Hardaway. Shoots from 12. That doesn't go either for Hardaway. Portland's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. And the basket by McCollum.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
For New York, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. And Jack kicks to Porzingis. There's the dish to Kanter. Screen by Porzingis. Hardaway for 3. And it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single 3-pointer in that first half.
Nurkic setting the pick for Lillard. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, really good awareness by the scorer. You're seeing an opening in the defense and exploiting it beautifully.
One shot, gentlemen.
Knicks trail by 12. Now Jack trying to break that ice-cold streak, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Nurkic a screen on Jack. Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
And folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
And the way he went about it, no better way to increase the lead and energizes your teammates.
And it's Hardaway again missing. Trailblazers leading by 12. Aminu the pass to Lillard. Kicks it out to McCollum. Over Hardaway. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And it's 13 points for C.J. McCollum.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
And then Lillard slams it in.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
And that replay presented by Under Armour, showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another unleashed chaos moment. Lee dishes to Jack. Cantor sets the pick for Jack. Off the pick. Second shot opportunity. Cantor's shot is off.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Well, that's just stellar interior defense. You can't ask for anything more than that.
Aminu against Porzingis. And here's McCollum for three. It's rebounded by New York. Cantor's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Here's Porzingis. Rebounded by McCollum. For Portland, they've gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. Wasted no time on that one. And that's now 29 points for Damian Lillard.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
There's a screen by Cantor. Hardaway kicks to Cantor. Outside, Porzingis. Sinks the triple. Porzingis has got 5 points in the quarter.
He hits one in the first half, another here. Not prolific, but the defense has to keep an eye on him.
McCollum passes to Nurkic. Lillard outside. Dishes it to Aminu. Back to Lillard. And Aminu kicks to Nurkic. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Cantor. Nurkic can't hit. Knicks trail by 15. To the left wing. Baseline try. No good on that one.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Here's Lillard. Jack with the defensive effort. New York's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Turner with the steal. And he comes up with the deuce. And the Trailblazers lead by 17.
Yeah, sprinting end to end, but under control. That's the key.
No, exactly right, Greg. You can't go too fast. He pulled that off in brilliant fashion.
Here's Jack. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Turner dishes to Aminu. Kicks it out to McCollum. No good on the triple.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
Bangs home the trifecta. Lee's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
McCollum up top, covered by Lee. And Lillard kicks to Aminu. Nurkic with it. Shot clock at 6. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 3 assists in the game. New York calls timeout.
And Kevin, they've been committing a lot of turnovers here. Taking care of the basketball is the #1 priority right now in that huddle. They've got to tighten it up.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Damian Lillard.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. Knicks trail by 16. Lee kicks to Jack. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession. Portland leading by 16. Now here's McCollum. Kicks it out to Lillard. Aminu, the pass to Lillard. Aminu with the screen on Jack. Lillard dishes to Aminu. And Aminu slams it in.
And feels like that one could be the dagger. Not enough time to completely erase this deficit.
Well, Greg, it's going to be tough, that's for sure. A shot like that has to devastate the other team.
Lillard outside. Screen by Nurkic. The 3 from McCollum. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Portland.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Damian Lillard.
Boy, we got to see this guy's full range of offensive ability. He scored at every opportunity and in every way imaginable.
There's 42 seconds left in the game. Nurkic a screen on Jack, and Lillard gets double teamed to the middle and finished off by Nurkic.
And on the road, silencing the crowd. What a dominant performance.
Well, they took control of this game from the outset, a commanding all-around performance and an important road win.
Hardaway kicks to Cantor. Fades away. Portland grabs the miss.
You know, he made an easy shot so much harder, and it really cost him the bucket, guys.
Passes it to Nurkic. Stolen by Cantor. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks a lot. Dame, you guys got off to a slow offensive start, but came back and got the win. What got going?
It wasn't the prettiest game. You know, we didn't shoot the ball well, but we just had to find ourselves. I think we did a great job of sticking with it. Some shots started to fall, and we was able to pull away.
And that ball goes in the basket, everything changes, right? Thanks, Dame. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.